There's a core principle in business that I believe is also an absolutely elemental part of life in general, being successful at life. And that is adding value. Let's get into that. Okay, so you're an entrepreneur, or you're an artist, or you're a business executive, you're at the beginning of your career, you have all these ambitions, you're in the middle of your career and you're grinding and you're growing, you're at the later stages of your career and you're mentoring, you're thinking about retirement. It doesn't matter where you are, wherever you are, this is true. The most successful people will be the people who consistently add value to the people in their lives. That could be fans, that could be colleagues, that could be family members, your partner, your friends, your work partners, that could be clients. Anyone who's worked for any period of time in the service industry knows this. Adding value is everything, right? It's the little things. The hospitality industry and the service industry has this shit on lock, at least the really good ones. They get it. A lot of us lose sight of that. We get caught up in the modeling, and we get caught up in the vision, and we get caught up in the ambition, or we get caught up in the result that we're looking for, spending too much time thinking about that. I think it's really powerful to just sometimes get back to the basics of, like, what is the core value that I can add to this situation? What is the core values that I can add to these constituents, these clients? That's what we're all looking for, right? We're all looking for our lives to get better. We're all looking for our experience to be enriched. If you want more fans, add more value. If you want more money, add more value. If you want more customers, add more value. This is just so fundamental. And, you know, it's almost silly to talk about it. It's like, why would you make a video about this? Because it's so freaking obvious. But, you know, I think it's something that gets overlooked. And definitely something I think that gets overlooked is to being innovative and creative with the ways you approach adding value. You know, there's a lot of talk about AI in the music industry and how it's going to screw the artists and, you know, devalue music, and it's going to get trained on artists' likeness and their style and their voice, and all that's true, right? All these horrible things can happen. But even if they do happen, like even if the mainstream, top line, mass market, consumer level behavior around music changes massively because of AI and there's less money to make, right? Streaming barely pays out anyway. Like, imagine that goes away. You can still make a lot of money. It's about having a relationship with the people who care about your music, who care about you. And if you're a manager or a tour manager, or you work at a record company, like, that's the number one thing to be telling your artists and thinking about on behalf of your artists. How can we add value? How can we create community around this music that people love? People will pay money to support those who inspire them, those who add value to their lives. And you can do this in so many ways, which brings me to the point I really want to talk about on this idea of adding value, and this, what I mentioned about being innovative and how you do it, and being creative about how you do it. Creative people, I believe, have such an advantage in the business world if they take advantage of it. Your creativity doesn't have to stop with making your product. Doesn't have to stop. Like, creativity doesn't end in the studio. Get creative about how you do the business, right? You don't have to put on a suit. You don't have to go do things that you hate doing. You can be creative and artistic and like turn your business, the building and the growing of your business, into an art form. Bring your creativity into it and then engage with the world in a way that's unique to you. And then all of a sudden, strategy, problem solving, all these things that innately come to creative people can really be leveraged. Sometimes it's easy to forget these things in the hustle, grind. But it's pretty simple. You add value, you show up, and you creatively engage with the world. You creatively and consistently engage with the people in the community that you want to serve, in the community that you want to help support you or your business or your venture or whatever it is. These fundamentals are everything. And sometimes it is just about making it that simple and just focusing on that. How can I engage in a creative way that adds value to people? It makes them want to come deeper into a community that I'm building. Once you start to build that foundation, the level of empowerment that you can get can really just elevate. How can I use my creativity to add value to people's lives? And that is something you can build an empire on. Leave me a comment if you think I'm an idiot, or if you like what I'm saying, or if you have questions, if there's something else you want me to talk about. Subscribe to the channel if you're getting any kind of value out of this. I do it because the idea of, dropping some thoughts and inspiring someone on the other side of the world, I find that thrilling. And so if it happens, right on. So anyway, if you want to come along for the ride, subscribe, all the things, all those buttons down there. I'll be back talking to you again soon. Take care. Hope you're inspired. I hope you have an amazing week. Life is short. Go get it. Okay. Peace.